Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is kind of like a different day for me because today I come up here but I didn't choose a topic. I didn't tell myself that I had to talk about this thing. Instead of that, I told myself, Ebrar, just come up here and talk very randomly like you are FaceTiming to your best friend. This video is going to be so helpful for me because I think speaking and trying to express yourself is something so good and something that is very nice. I mean, like, it really benefits you, you know? It really helps you to understand yourself much more better than before. So that's why I think this video is going to be great for me, and I hope it will be like that way for you too. These days, I have been, telling myself in my videos that I should not get out of topic. I should just talk about, let's say, like self-growth or like something like that, you know, maybe about, let's say, happiness. And I just tell myself, I just order myself to not get out and talk about something very randomly, which is not good for me because I'm not that kind of person. If something comes to my mind, I would love to express it and I would just talk about it in that time when it came to my mind. Anyways, so today is going to be kind of different for me, and these days I've been doing not good, not really perfect, because I cannot call myself as a lazy person, but these days I've been acting a little bit lazy because I've been working for an exam and I still didn't see the reward that I want to see. I still didn't get to reach to marks that I wanted to reach, which actually affects my mood and which makes me feel so down. Then I really feel so lazy because it feels like, you know, I'm not working for anything. I am working, but it's like I'm wasting my time. And I hate this thing. I don't like this thing at all. It can be about anything small, not only about studying. Even like now when I think about my future job, I always think about like, am I really going to add something to my job, or am I just going to go to work and get money, you know? This is not satisfying me. This is not really helping me. And it's the same thing in my daily life too, also in my routines. I always expect the stuff that I do to satisfy me, to make me like happy, spiritually, not only about like earning money or seeing that mark, but also, you know, making me happy spiritually. I really love this thing, and when I don't see that reward, I really get so negative about it. I get away from that thing. It can be anything, especially studies, because studying a subject is not really like, you know, you can work so hard for a week, but you cannot get a really good mark. But if you work so hard for a month, you might get that good mark, you know? It's something like this which changes, you know, about. That's why it's not really easy to deal with it. And when I see myself not disciplined, when I see myself like I'm not doing anything for myself, I'm not doing something, I feel so negative. I feel so, you know, sad. Actually, that was one of the reasons why I started my YouTube channel. Now, like, I feel like I'm putting something in here and it makes me happy, even though I don't see, you know, big, like, results here. Yeah, like, I'm still putting something here. For example, before, when I had those ideas about self-growth, when I read those books, I used to not be able to put something in front of me. I used to just know them in my mind, but now it's more than that. Now I share them with people. Even though people don't watch it, I still share them, which is actually a big reward for me. Anyways, so when I saw myself like this in this period, I decided to actually give myself different activities, you know, go outside and do some different activities. And today I decided to actually go to cinema and I decided to watch a film called Wuthering Heights. I don't know if you guys know about it or not, but I know about it so well. I've read the book and I've read the old movie, and now I'm going to watch the new movie which released in 2026, and I'm excited for it. I have seen so many bad comments about the movie. I don't know why people didn't like it, but I feel like I'm going to like it so much. I'm kind of like a Pollyanna about this kind of stuff. I always like them. I'm not like, I'm just perfectionist in myself. I'm not perfectionist in people. I don't tell them to be perfect. I just love them how they are. But when it comes to me, I try to be the best version of myself. Actually, there's a huge difference between being the best version of yourself and actually being perfectionist. But still, you know, I just try my best to be perfect when it comes to me. But I really have this feeling, which is like, I will love that film. I've read the book, and I don't know if you guys have any idea about it, but if you guys have some ideas about it, I really would love to, you know, tell you guys some stuff about it. For example, in that book, some characters, I don't know if I will give spoiler, but not, I don't know, I'll just tell you guys what's in my mind. So Heathcliff is actually, you know, a bad character to some people. I mean, like, people hate that character, but I don't know why. When it comes to me, I feel like I like Heathcliff because, you know, actually Heathcliff expresses his feelings so good. I know what he have done to, you know, his behavior and some stuff is not really kind. It's really harsh, but I really love the way he expresses those bad moments he had when he was a kid, which actually makes me feel happy because actually someone can express them. There are people who cannot express those bad moments, those bad feelings that they had when they were a kid. So it's not really, you know, something bad to express them. Of course, I'm not saying it's nice to make, like, ruin people's life and stuff like that, but I just love the way that the writer is showing that the character is expressing his feelings. Maybe I think like this way because I put so much feelings to films, to books, and to the stuff that I see, even to like animals that I see once. I just put so much, you know, feelings to them, and I really think about them so much. But this is not something bad for me. I really love that so much. It just makes me feel like I'm doing something aesthetic, and I'm, you know, overthinking, but not overthinking about something bad, something that really adds me and something that really makes me feel good. And also, I feel like I find I'm surrounded by people who are actually in that film. So it's like, you know what, guys, you might think Heathcliff is just in that movie, you know, but it's not like that way. There are millions of people feeling like him. There are millions of people like him, or like, you know, in the film called Dead Poets Society, there are people like Neil, and I feel so weird when I say like I'm actually like surrounded by Neil, you know, by like so many people of Neil, you know. That's why it makes me feel so nice. That's like one of the things that really motivates me. So today I decided to actually go to cinema and, you know, actually do a task that will make me happy. Then I'll go back to studying and I'll see, like, you know, if my motivation is better than before or not. But I'm really sure that it will be better than before because today I woke up and I did something that I like, which is explaining, expressing, and then I plan to go to cinema and watch something that I've been wondering about, which is, I feel like, going to be so good. By the way, guys, I've talked about films and books, so I also want to say this thing. I actually want to advise one thing, which is you might not know Turkish, but try to read Turkish books or like Turkish films. Especially there's one in Netflix called Masumiyet Müzesi, which I don't know what it's called in English, but I'm going to write it in the description. You guys can go and watch that, and I'm sure you're going to find it very nice. You can just check out a little bit literature about Turkish. I think it's going to be so fun, especially if you are into books. I don't only read, you know, English, I also read Turkish, and actually, I started reading Turkish, so that's why I'm really into Turkish books and I'm really into like Turkish literature. I just like it. I cannot say I know so many stuff about it, but I can say I try to read about it and I try to learn about it, and I find it very fun. And if you guys really you know, search for an advice, just go and check Turkish literature. And I can also write extra advice like books in Turkish that you guys can find its translation to English and you can read it. Anyways, so like I said, I'm actually trying to find motivation to a job or to a thing that I'm not getting a reward, because I think that's really hard to work to something like that. Even last year, like when I was in high school, I used to work for something that I was not getting my reward from it, and at the end I didn't get my reward, but I actually got a spiritual reward, because I have learned so many stuff that year from the exam that I have entered, more than science, more than maths, more than Turkish and these kind of subjects. I've learned a life lesson which actually helped to my self-growth, which actually at the end made me happy. So at the end I'm happy because I got happy about it. And nowadays I think more often than before about what I'm going to do in the future, about job, and it makes me think more about, you know, my studies. It makes me think more about like what I really want to be. And now I actually know so much better about one thing, which is whatever I choose, I want to be satisfied about it. I want to say at the end of the day, I have done my job, I have done my work, and I made someone happy, or like you know, I've helped someone. I want to say this thing so bad. These days I've been seeing that replic from a film which I don't remember its name, because I really think about so many films, I really think about so many books, so I don't remember its name. But it was like, is it better to speak or to die? And I think it's better to speak and express yourself. I don't know the feeling of dying yet, but you know, I feel like it's better to speak and express your feelings. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love theater. And because it's like, you know, an art of expressing. I hope I'm not wrong about it, but I feel like it's an art of expression, and I see it with my eyes. Like, I love seeing people expressing their thoughts. That's why I love theater. And I'm also planning to go to a theater one day, like soon, to one of the theaters that I've been wanting to go for so long. And yeah, I think it's better to speak.